HCF and LCM. So as you all know, HCF stand for highest common factor and LCM stand for least common multiplier. Okay, let's take an example. Suppose you have 10 and 12. These are the two numbers, and we are going to calculate HCF for this. So HCF stand for highest common factors. So what you have to do, you have to find out the factor for these two numbers first. So you have 10 and 12. So you have to find out the factors for this. So the factor for this will be 2 and 5. The factor for this will be 2 into 2 into 3, correct? So now you have to find out the common. So if you see here, 2 is common in both. Here it is 3, it's not here. 5 is here, but it's not in this factors, correct? So the common, if you see here, you have 2. So that's why the highest common factor for this will be 2. Let's take another example to understand more. Let's take, we have 10, 12 and 24, these three numbers, and we have to calculate the HCF for this. So again, you have to find out the factors. So for 9, the factor will be 3 into 3. For 12, the factor are 2 into 2 into 3. For 24, the factors are 2 into 2 into 2 into 3. Yeah. Now if you see here, so what is common? The common is 3. This 3 is here, but it is not here, yeah, in 12 or in 24. So the highest common factor for these is 3. Yes. So this is simple way you can calculate the HCF. Now let's talk about the LCM. Suppose you have 10 and 12, and we are going to calculate the LCM for this. Again, the LCM stand for least common multiplier. The formula for this, or the way to calculate, is, so you have the factors 2 and 5. For 12 you have 2 into 2 into 3. Yeah. So in this case, if you see, you have 2 here, you have 2 here as well, and you have this 2, but you don't have 2. So in this formula you have to take all the factors whatever you have. So LCM will be, so 2 is common in this, so this is 2. Now here you have 2, you have to take this as well. You have 3 here, you have to take this 3. You have 5 here, you have to take 5 here. So how much will be? So 2 into 2, 4 multiplied by 3, 12 multiplied by 5, which is 60. So 60 is the LCM. The other way to calculate the LCM is, suppose you have 10 and 12. Okay. You have to find out what is the highest number out of these. So highest number between these is 12. And you have to see whether 12 can be divided by 10 directly. No. So it means 10 cannot be a LCM for this. So what you have to do, the biggest value is 12. So you have to make a table for 12. 12 into 1 will be 12, 12 into 2 will be 24, 12 into 3 will be 36, 12 into 4 will be 48, 12 into 5, which is 60. Now why we are making this table? Because for each and every value you have to find out whether it can be divided by both these numbers. So definitely, as this is the table for 12, so all the value will be divided by 12. Now we have to check whether it can be divided by 10 as well. So 24 can be divided by 10, no. Can be divided by this, can be divided by this, no. So only 60, which is the least, I can go till, let's say, 12 into 10, which is 120. This also can be divided by these two, but you have to find out in these table which one is the least, because this is LCM. So 60 is the least in the table of 12, which can be divided by both. So that's why 60 is the LCM. So you can see, if you calculate, you can calculate in this way as well as in this way to calculate the LCM. Sometimes some very simple questions, but it become very tricky. For example, you have 15 and 45, these two number, and somebody asks you, okay, can you tell me what is HCF of this? So sometimes we are directly going, okay, 15 is 3 into 5, 45 will be 3 into 5 into 3, and we'll say, okay, we have 3 here and we have 3 here, we have 5 here, we have 5 here, yeah, which is common. So this is HCF will be 15. Other way, you just need to find out first of all whether out of these two, whether 45 can be divided by 15. Yes, so 15 is your HCF. This is also one way. Now you have to calculate the LCM for this. So LCM, as I mentioned, you have to find out what are common. So 3 is common, 5 is common, and you have 3 here. So that also you have to include for LCM, because for LCM you have to take everything. So it is 45. So 45 is the LCM. The other way, if we want to calculate in this way, so we have 15 and 45. Which is the highest value? 45. And you have to check whether 45 can be divided by 15. Yes, it can be divided. So this 45 will be your LCM. Simple.